Hola, ¿qué tal? In this video, we're going to talk about MySpanishLab. So as you guys know, there's two platforms that we're working with during this course. We have Moodle, which is connected to AB Tech, and then we have MySpanishLab, which is connected to your textbook, Mosaicos. Yay! All right, so the MySpanishLab is pretty intuitive, but I wanted to give a quick overview with some recommendations thrown in there. So let's look at the getting started. This is really important. So we have the browser tune-up. This is crucial. So this is what you're going to run this little check, and they'll tell you, oh, you need to update Java. Oh, you need to update this. And this is really important because if not everything is up to date, you're going to get a lot of error messages. And you'll get error messages, and you'll contact the Connect people, or I'm sorry, the support people, and they'll run you through all these things, and you'll be on support conversations for a long time, and then they'll just say, oh, did you check your browser? This has happened to so many students. So go ahead and just start with the check the browser. The next thing that's also very important is you need to disable pop-up blockers. All of the activities pop up as pop-ups. The test, pop-up. So you got to make sure that you are allowing Pearson and the MySpanishLab to give you some pop-ups, or else you're not going to be able to do any of the activities. You need to set your time zone. This is pretty straightforward, but if everything is due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. If you have your time zone wrong, then all of the activities will be late or early, which I guess is not a problem. But you need to make sure that time zone is set, Eastern Coast time. This fourth one is really helpful. It'll let you get to know the site a little bit better, take a tour. If you don't have time for this one, I get that. That's fine. You can kind of skip that one because I'm giving you a little brief tour, but there's a lot of great resources in MySpanishLab, and this area, Take a Tour, will kind of let you know how to access all of those. All right, so this should be the page when you log in that you see. There's a little welcome message, just a reminder of my email. Again, if you're having any issues with content as we go through, that's where you contact me. If it's an issue with you're getting an error message or anything like that, that's when you're going to contact the Pearson staff with the support. So those would be your divide. If you contact me, I will help you as much as I can, but I can't see your computer, so often I really can't help very much with that. And they can help you, they can check out what you see and everything like that. All right, so if you look on the right-hand side, right here, we have a calendar. You may see today I'm recording this video on August 11th, 2017. And our first set of activities is due on the 20th. So the one thing that I really like about this program is you can click on the clock and see what all is due. Now this does not by any stretch of the imagination mean you can wait until August 20th to do homework. There are 10 to 15 activities to do every week, and they can take a couple minutes. So you absolutely cannot wait until Sunday to do these activities. You really should start the Monday. It'd be a great idea to Monday start doing 2 to 3 a day, and then you'll be nice and paced out through the whole course. You're going to really hate me and yourself if you wait until Sunday to do all these activities, and you're not going to get them done. So start them early. All right, so these activities you'll see, here I haven't started on any of my activities. Once I do, we'll have a nice check mark that says completed, so you can follow through which ones you've done. And you can access this over and over again. So if you want to do 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, or 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, you can come back and enter this as many times as you want. The blue clock means that it's still good to go. You still can submit. The red clock, of course, means it's past due. And I have a really strict tardy policy. I do not accept any late work for any reason. The dates are already set in the computer, and they're done. I can't help it. So let's say you have an internet outage at 11:30 on Sunday. There's nothing I can do about that. I really, really can't say this enough. I encourage you to work ahead, big time. That being said, if you know that you're going to have a crazy weekend, or you want to go camping one weekend and not worry about MySpanishLab, you can absolutely work ahead. That's no problem at all. So all of the work is here. You can start working on homework for October if you want to. So it's all there. I'm going to go ahead and open one of these so you can see what it looks like. Here, we've got pretty straightforward practice that we're doing. Let's see. I'm sorry, my computer is doing quite a number of things right now and it's going pretty slow. All right, so here we have an activity where we're going to be dragging and dropping. We do several of these. You'll want to make sure that it looks pretty good before you hit submit. I am not doing that right now. I'm just dragging and dropping. I am making several errors. Please do not copy these answers. And I'm going to say, yeah, I'm done. Finish and submit for grading. I'm going to finish. Slow computer, really sorry. And I only got a 20. All right, so I can see what I did wrong on this with some information. It pops up a little text box. Feedback hint. And they kind of direct you to the answer, which is very helpful. And let's see, let's try it again. Bear with me, there's a purpose for this. All right, so let's say I'm really stuck on this activity. There's a couple things that I can do. I can hit up the, need help with this activity? This one right here gives you the where to find it in the e-text, which, the e-text is right up here. So where to find the information in the e-text. This same information corresponds to your textbook. So if you're sitting here with your textbook, you can follow along to the two. And then also we have flashcards, which are really helpful. So you can pull those up to just review this information to make sure you've got it before you do the activity, which is really great. Say you really need a little bit more of an in-depth review, which is not so much relevant here, but maybe when we're doing some irregular yo verbs in a couple months from now, the tutorials can be very helpful. So they do a variety of activities. Like they'll say the word for you and you kind of translate yourself and then they give you the answer. There could be little videos that walk you through it. It's really helpful there. The more resources is just extra practice. That's where you can find things like the flashcards. The A to Z glossary, that's essentially the dictionary of all the things in the book. And a verb chart, not really relevant for this, but once we get started with some verbs, that'll be very helpful. And our e-text is just how you access the electronic version of the text. So it's a lot of work. You'll have 10 to 15 of these a week, but there's a lot of support here. There's a lot of information on how to do the verbs, how to do the grammar, all of that. If you're having extra questions, I of course have tons of other resources, so I can really help you with that. You just have to let me know. Let me leave this page and go back to the Pearson. All right, I just wanted to point out a couple more items. Our grades, here you'll see a grade book. This is not the grade book we're using for the class. I'm going to copy this information and put it in the Moodle grade book. I think the Moodle grade book makes more sense. It's clearer, it's easier to understand for both you and for me, so I'm going to do that. So don't bother clicking that one. The Communicate tab is also one that we're not really going to use. I don't check MySpanishLab nearly as frequently as I do my email or Moodle. So those would be the places to contact me. Communicating with me here is really not the ideal. I will respond. It will just take me longer than 24 hours usually. I do not check MySpanishLab every day, but I check my email multiple times a day. All right, I think that's about it. If you're having any other questions or any doubts with MySpanishLab, please let me know. I know there's a tough learning curve on these, so yeah, I'm happy to walk you through it. I can make another video, especially targeting the area that you need. I'm more than happy to do any of that. So yeah, let me know if there's questions, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Ciao!